work upon him. An electrician knows how to take work from electricity. With the help of electricity, he can turn water into cold or heat. Similarly, the personality of Godhead can turn matter into spirit and spirit into matter by his inconceivable power. Everything is therefore matter and spirit
Just wait.
yeah, by the grace of the Almighty. Although there is a difference between matter and spirit for the ordinary living being. Flowers, waterfalls, trees, fruits, hills, caves, birds, beasts, and human beings are nothing but combination of God's energy. Therefore, when the personality of Godhead appeared before them, they all became spiritually inclined, and by natural affection they wanted to serve the Almighty in various capacities. There are different stages of spiritual development in matter. In the material world, the spiritual sparks of the personality of Godhead are covered by material energy in different proportions. Um, and gradually they become spiritualized in various species of life. The human form of life represents the complete development of the senses for spiritual realization of one's original affection for the Lord. Therefore, if despite this opportunity for human life we are unable to revive our natural affection for the Lord, we must know that we are wasting our life for nothing. By the grace of the Lord, however, the spiritual consciousness of every species of life can occupy its proper place, and these species can express their spiritual affection for the Lord in the Santaras, as displayed by land, water, hills, trees, fruits, and flowers of Vrindavana during the presence of Lord. Lord Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead.
They can express their spiritual affection for the Lord in Shanta Rasa. Okay, so sweet it is. He says Krishna can convert matter to spirit, spirit to matter. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? He says something very interesting here. Anyway, the last point is very important first. The human form of life represents a complete development of senses for spiritual realization or original affection for the Lord. If one does not, despite the opportunity, unable to revive natural, we must know we are wasting our life for nothing. Okay? I see waterfalls, trees, we all know them as matter. True?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? But when the personality God appeared before them, they all become spiritually inclined. And by natural affection, they wanted to serve the Almighty in various capacities. Amazing, no?
Yes.
Hmm? Looks so advanced, actually. That we all know this is some people are trying to connect, they want YouTube. Okay. So I think there's a serious message for all of us. Spiritual consciousness can occupy its proper place. So okay, this is coming Shanta Rasa. Preeti, there are, there is one more Preeti.
Oh.
That one is our Preeti, old Preeti.
Mm-hmm.
One new girl, Preeti, she wants to join. Just want to send her invitation. Not here. Here we are. Then how is everything? Nupur Matin, how is everything?
Everything good, Prabhuji.
Then when you're coming next to India,
Maybe in the summer again, next summer.
that time you're going to come to Mangalore,
I will
probably.
try. Okay.
Probably. Summer you go to where? Delhi or Bombay? Where is your
No,
place?
no, Bombay, Bombay only.
Bombay is your place. Take care. Bombay I can
Yeah.
come. Sometime we'll plan.
Oh, really? Yes.
Yeah. I stay in the Juhu temple when I come.
Oh, you do? Okay, let me know if you come at that time. I will let you know when I'm coming.
Yeah, yeah. You
Bombay next
let
time.
me know. We'll plan. I have works regularly there. I'll plan. So
Okay.
we continue now. This was some new information for me. I never knew this. The proper says he can convert matter to spirit, spirit to matter. ठीक है ना? Flowers,
Mm-hmm.
waterfalls, because we see so many times, no? In the description, like Krishna work. Nothing but God's energy. Therefore, when personality got appear, they all become spiritually inclined. And by natural affection, they wanted to serve the Almighty in various capacities. Huh?
Mm.
And he's
Yes.
entering forest, the waterfall wants to serve him, everybody wants to serve him.
Yes.
Correct? That's what it said in the beginning when he wanted to
Yeah.
enter the forest. It's a both animate, inanimate. This is interesting, no?
Mm-hmm.
Animate and inanimate. Can you see this? Was eager to receive him. You see the flowers, all fully blooming, were weeping in ecstasy. You see love here, pure love for
Mm-hmm.
Krishna. Honey flowing down their petals. We can't even imagine flowers and love weeping in ecstasy. This can be poetic, but here is
Mm-hmm.
actually happening. It's
Yes.
not only poetic, it's actually happening. Waterfalls, waterfalls are also gladly flowing. They're also exhibiting consciousness. And you can see the sweet sound from the caves. The caves are also making nice sound.
Mm-hmm.
That is Krishna being received in the forest as he's entering. Imagine how sweet it is, spiritual world.
Yes.
Because spiritual
Yes.
world, nothing is inanimate, everything is animate. There is no matter there. Everything is spirit. Everything is
Mm-hmm.
conscious there. So how it is, we can just get an idea. And you want to stay in this rotten world. We keep
Mm-hmm.
all in India, we keep dreaming America is so beautiful. What Nupur Mataj is very beautiful.
No, not really. Not beautiful than the spiritual world, of course.
But then people in India are always dreaming we'll one day go to America.
It's
We'll
all
go.
Maya, no? It's all Maya.
What is the special thing
Once
they
you
will?
come here, you know it's an illusion. So,
What is an illusion? It's so beautiful country we here.
like, it depends on your perception, how you see beautiful. I think India is also beautiful. So,
When Prabhupada was in America, he was saying, I'm feeling pangs of separation from Vrindavan. So beautiful Vrindavan. He
yes,
was feeling separation from Vrindavan. So you're there, you don't feel separation from India?
I feel, of course, I
Huh?
feel it. Yes.
Hare Krishna Preeti. Hare Krishna Preeti. Chalo, she's in. She'll take time to. Hare Krishna. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Which kind of mic you're using? Today some sale is there. You can purchase cheaper mic. You know that? India is some heavy sale. Yet like you have in America Black Friday.
Oh.
So today is like Amazon, Flipkart, all are in a heavy sale.
Hare
We can,
Krishna, Prabhuji. Can you
yeah.
hear me?
Now we can hear you. Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, read then. Okay, I'll read this one. You can read the purpose. The Lord reciprocated the feelings of the inhabitants of the forest of Vrindavan. When there was rainfall, the Lord took shelter of the lotus under the trees or in the caves and enjoyed the taste of different fruits. With his eternal associates, the cowherd boys. He played with them, sat with them, and ate fruits with them. You can see Krishna eating fruits above. He's having falahara. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay, made by Chinese. You can see the nose, face are like Chinese Krishna, Chinese people. Chalo. Yeah, Preeti, you can read.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, becoming one with God.
Yeah. Becoming one with God does not always indicate being that a living being
Yeah, yeah. Your voice is
merges
cracking.
into the existence of the Lord. Unless one attain one spiritual quality, one cannot enter into the kingdom of the God.
Preeti, you can hear me?
Stop
You
saying,
can hear
can
me?
you?
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji,
Preeti.
can you hear me?
No, no, your voice is coming cracking. Let Nupur Mataji read, okay? We can join.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yes, Nupur Mataji.
Okay. Becoming one with God does not indicate that a living being merges into the existence of the Lord. To become one with God means to attain one's original spiritual quality. Unless one attains one's spiritual quality, one cannot enter into the kingdom of God. The members of the impersonalist school explain their idea of oneness by the example of mixing of river water with the sea water. But we should know that within the water of the sea there are living beings who do not merge into the existence of water but keep their separate identities and enjoy life within the water. They are one with the water in the sense that they have attained the quality of living within the water. Similarly, the spiritual world is not without its separate paraphernalia. A living being can keep his separate spiritual identity in the spiritual kingdom and enjoy life with the supreme spiritual being, the personality of Godhead.
So nice, no? So clear it is.
Yes.
So clear.
Mhm.
Because mostly people idea of, rest in peace, rest in peace. Where rest in peace?
Yes.
You maintain. They say the river goes to the ocean, river merges into ocean. But it's not true. The atoms of river remain merged to the atoms of ocean. And if there are some fishes in the water of the river, they still maintain their identity. They don't get merged into the something, correct? So their symbolisms are actually, see, when you symbolize something, there should be some similarity. Water is not conscious. You cannot use water, but they take all these examples and common people, oh, it's like water merged into ocean, so we merge into the supreme consciousness. They take these arguments. But then it's not a right. Symbolism means when you take a symbolism of anything, there should be some similarity. Otherwise, we can take anything. You can take anything. Just like a fire burns in the wood, my mind burns. Something you can take funny, you can take anything. It's not true. I'm not fire. When you're taking symbolism, there should be some similarity. Just like fire burns, smoke comes, therefore from me, no smoke comes from me. You can take a foolish symbolism. You understand the science of symbolism? There should be some
Mhm.
similarity. We say Krishna's hand is beautiful like lotus. Yes, there is some similarity because lotus is beautiful and Krishna is very beautiful. Correct? Then we can
Mhm.
symbolize. You understand there is a difference between symbolism and similarity. Similarity means the thing matches 100%. Like flower and Krishna do not match 100%. Correct? But the
Mhm.
idea of flower and the beauty of flower can convey the beauty of
Convey.
Krishna. Therefore, it is called symbolism. Okay? When it matches 100%, it is called similarity. Now, even symbolism you cannot take unless there is some similarity, like beauty of Krishna and beauty of flower are, some similarity. So they take you are water, water goes to ocean. I am not water. What way water is similar to me? There is not a single way water is similar to me. Correct? You understand?
Mhm.
I'm conscious. Water is not conscious. You cannot symbolize me with water. They say, just like inside the vessel there is air, when you break the vessel, the air merges with the outside air. You cannot take the symbolism. I'm not air. I'm a conscious personality. You're getting it, Nupur
Mhm.
Mataji?
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a philosophical nyaya, argument. You cannot
Mhm.
symbolize anything with anybody. Okay? There has to be some symbol. And then the symbolism, even if you go along with the symbolism, we can cut them. Okay? Imposters, oneness. We should know proper says within the water of the sea, there are living beings who do not merge, but they
Mhm.
keep the separate identities and enjoy life in water. They are one with the water in the sense they have attained the quality of living within the water. Similarly, the spiritual world is not without a separate paraphernalia. They can keep a separate identity and enjoy life with the supreme spiritual being, the personality of God. Yeah, continue.
In Vrindavana, all the spiritual entities, the cowboys, the cow maids, the forest, the trees and the hills, the water, the fruits, the cows, and all others enjoy life spiritually in association with with the Lord Shri Krishna. They are simultaneously one with and different from the Lord, but ultimately they are one in different varieties.
Okay? They enjoy like spiritual
Mhm.
association with the Lord, Shri Krishna. Ultimately, they are in different varieties. Okay. Chalo. 26. Okay, any questions on the previous one? Everybody is clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Preeti
Prabhuji.
Mataji is clear.
Yes, Prabhuji. It's clear, Prabhuji.
So you keep your separate identity. It's a philosophical thing. Prabhupada is making it so simple for us to understand.
Mhm.
And big Gyanis cannot understand this. Just learn Sanskrit, they learn so much to look at, but they cannot understand that I am a servant of the Lord. And even after liberation, I remain a servant. I don't merge into God.
Mm.
So actually, they have kind of meditation. Sometimes impersonally, school also do some bhajana, but that is just to become God, and then they forget. This is just like a stair you use to go upstairs, then you can throw the stairs. So this is bhajana. They say is time pass. Later, when I become one with God, I have to stop bhajana because I am God. Then what bhajana I have to do? So for us, we do bhajana today. When you do bhajana, even we go to spiritual world, you're doing same bhajana. You're not
Mhm.
using this for something else. For us, this is now you do whatever same thing. You eat prasadam, you eat prasadam there. Here you dance in sankirtan, there you dance in sankirtan. There's no change. Everything is same. The Lord enjoyed in the company of Lord Baladev and other coward boys, and sometimes sat with them on the same stone slab. While sitting, they ate simple food like rice, dal, vegetables, bread, and curd, which they had brought from their homes, which they shared in a friendly exchange. Again, let me read. The Lord enjoyed in the company of Lord Baladeva and other coward boys, and sometimes, while see, I read with a repetition. You all can repeat. Preeti Napur Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji.
The Lord enjoyed
The Lord enjoy
in
Enjoyed
the company of Lord Baladeva
in the
in the
company of
company
the
of
Lord
Lord
Baladev
Baldeva
and other coward boys,
and other
other
cowherd
cowherd
boys,
and
boys
sometimes sat with them
and
and
sometimes
sometimes
sat with
sat
them
with
on the
them
same stone slab.
on the
on the
same
same
stone
stone
slabs.
slab.
While sitting,
While
While
sitting,
sitting,
they ate simple food
they
they
ate
ate simple
simple
food
food
like rice,
like
like
rice,
dahi,
rice,
dahi,
vegetable,
dahi,
vegetable,
vegetables,
bread,
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 and curd.
and
and
curd,
curd.
No fast food.
which they have brought.
No, there was no fast food. Huh? You can notice.
No, there is no fast
No,
food.
no pizza, no cake. Huh? Which they had brought from their homes and which they shared in friendly exchanges. See, Krishna is very intelligent. What to eat? Not eating fast food. Huh? See, he's there. They're sitting on the same stone slab and they are all sharing with Krishna fruits and vegetables. They're having simple diet today. And they're brought for home. These things don't last, they don't spoil.
Mm.
Yeah, that's intelligence. Yes, who's going to read now? Nupur Mataji, you only read.
Okay. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord has expressed his willingness to accept fruits, flowers, leaves, and water from his devotee when they have been offered to him in devotional affection. The Lord can eat anything and everything because everything is but a transformation of his own energy. But when there is a question to offering him something, the offerings must be within the range of eatables the Lord has ordered. We cannot offer the Lord that which he has not ordered. The personality of Godhead Sri Krishna cannot be offered anything beyond the range of good foodstuffs like rice, dal,
Dal.
wheat, vegetables, milk and milk preparations, and sugar. At Jagannath Puri, the Lord is offered such foodstuffs, and in all scriptures, the very same foodstuffs are mentioned everywhere. The Lord is never hungry, nor does he require any food to fill his empty stomach. He is complete in himself. Yet he always mercifully eats the food offered by his devotees in sincere affection. The cowherd boys brought simple foodstuffs from the home, and the Lord, who is constantly served by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune, is always glad to accept such simple foodstuffs from his devotee friends. And all the relatives of the Lord are his devotees only, and they are situated in different transcendental mellows as friends, parents, and lovers. The Lord derives transcendental pleasure by accepting services from his various grades of devotees who are situated in various grades of rasas. These transcendental rasas are pervertedly reflected in the material atmosphere, and thus the spiritual living being, out of ignorance only, vainly seeks the same bliss in matter.
Just give me 1 minute. It's so deep, this
Yes.
part. Let us understand. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Babuji.
Okay. And the Lord expects willing his fruits, flowers, leaves, water from the devotee when they offered even devotion and affection. The Lord can eat anything and everything. Okay? This is understood. Okay. Because everything is but a transformation of his own energy. But when there is a question of offering something, the offering must be within the range of eatables the Lord has ordered. Should be within that. Okay, so we cannot offer anything outside Patram Pushram Phalam. That's clear? So
Yes.
Preeti wants something, we have to give you what you want. We cannot give you something else. You go to a restaurant, say, give me juice, and somebody brings something else, ice cream. Say, I asked juice, you're bringing ice cream. You're feeling hot, he wants some Nimbu Pani and he brings hot milk. So it should be what you want. So personality, you got it. So therefore, we cannot offer masam. Prabhupada says, Krishna says, Patram Pushram Phalam Toyam. There is no masam in that. So we don't give. And we don't eat anything that Krishna does not take. Rice, dal, wheat, vegetable, milk. At Jagannath Puri, the Lord is offered the foodstuff and all scriptures very same foods are mentioned. The Lord is never hungry, nor does he require any food to fill his empty stomach. Okay? Because he's spiritual. Even for us, we are soul. We also don't need to eat anything. We eat for the body. Hunger is for the body, not the soul. Soul is complete. In that sense, it doesn't require food. But it is soul is hankering to connect to Krishna. That's all. Is complete in itself, always mercifully eats the food offered by his devotees in sincere affection. Okay? Affection, Krishna reciprocates. Always complete, is complete, he doesn't need, but he mercifully eats the foods which is offered by affection. The cowboys brought simple foodstuff from home, and the Lord, who is constantly served by hundreds and thousands orders of fortune, is always glad to accept simple foodstuff from his devotee friends. Okay, so he took it from the boys, even though otherwise millions of Lakshmis are waiting with all nicely prepared items like what we offer. The main ingredient is affection, even though we should cook the best, but we cannot compare it to the cooking of Lakshmis. But when we try his affection, just like an example, in the house, father comes or mother comes, and a child comes to offer something. So even though it's a very small thing, even though it's from the money of your pocket only, but you still accept with love. You want to reciprocate his, out of mercy. You want to reciprocate his little affection. So in this world, we are not complete because we as parents sometimes are dependent on the love of the children. But Krishna is not like that. Not that he's dependent on you. He's satisfied in himself. But still, he's very kindly reciprocates to the affection. All the relatives of the Lord are his devotees only, and they are situated in different transcendental mellows, friends, blah, 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 blah. Okay? These are all different mellows. They're all devotees. And he takes pleasure in taking different kind of services for in various grades of rasa. The transcendental rasa is a perfect different but the mainly six same bliss in matter. Okay, this rasa. In fact, not only the rasas. They say the girl and boy always keep fighting for something, no purpose. They keep laughing, joking. You see in the relation when the Chaitanya Charitamrita source, all this variety, the emotions are originally spiritual, but they are mainly reflected in matter. Okay. It makes some sense, Nupur Mataji?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Originally, all the emotions that we know of are present in the
Mm-hmm.
spiritual relationship.
Spiritual world.
But what we have in this world is a uh,
Illusion.
bad reflection.
The reflection, yeah, the
And we get
perverted
affected by
reflection.
reflection. But imagine how beautiful is the reality. Okay.
Yes.
We should try to come to reality. 27. After good rains, the grazing grounds for the animals are full of green pasture, and both the bulls and the cows sat down on the grass, fully satisfied. So you can see the above cow sitting fully satisfied. The cows, followed by the calves, appeared tired of grazing because of full milk bags. Calmly and quietly, the cows and calves rested and ruminated, chewing their cud. You know that cows do that?
Yes.
They, after eating, they
Mhm.
keep
Chew later.
chewing. Chalo. Who's going? Yes, Mataji, you only read today.
Okay. Protection and grazing ground for the cows are among the essential needs for society and the welfare of people in general. The animal fat required for the human body can be well derived from cow's milk. Cow's milk is very important for human energy, and the economic development of society depends on sufficient food grains, sufficient milk, and sufficient transportation and distribution of these products. Lord Shri Krishna, by his personal example, taught us the importance of cow protection, which is meant not only for the Indian climate but for all human beings all over the universe. Less intelligent people underestimate the value of cow's milk. Cow's milk is also called goras, or the juice from the body of the cow. Milk is the most valuable form of goras, and from milk we can prepare many important and valuable foodstuffs for the upkeep of human body. The killing of cows by human society is one of the grossest suicidal policies, and those who are anxious to cultivate the human spirit must turn their first attention toward the question of cow protection. If we really want to cultivate the human spirit in society, we must have first class intelligent men to guide the society, and to develop their finer tissues of the brain, we must assimilate vitamin values from milk. Devotees worship Lord Shri Krishna by addressing him as the well-wisher of the Brahmanas and the cows. The most intelligent class of men who have perfectly attained knowledge in the spiritual values are called Brahmanas. No society can improve in transcendental knowledge without the guidance of such first class men, and no brain can assimilate the subtle form of knowledge without fine brain tissues. For such important brain tissues, we require sufficient quantity of milk and milk preparations. Ultimately, we need to protect the cow to derive the highest benefit from this important animal. The protection of cows, therefore, is not merely a religious sentiment but a means to secure the highest benefit of human society.
Chalo, let us see it line by line. Decay, so the animals are tired of eating, and sat down to the grass, fully satisfied. Prabhupada says, the civilization, the animals are fully satisfied. Correct? They are younger brothers, they should be taken care. So they are happy, peaceful, protected, they feel protected. Today, the cows are full of fear. You know, if any cow you try to drag somewhere, they don't just move. They're so scared of us. Hai na?
Hmm.
And they're always crying because they have seen their relatives' children killed in front of their eyes. Hai na? So they are, anyway, they are different. They are very happy, peaceful. They're tired of grazing, and they're full milk bags. They're also under pressure. So sat down and they're chewing their gut. Okay. The Prabhupada is saying cows are very important. Animal fat that people talk about comes from cow's milk. Okay, na? That's the best way. Gentleman way to take animal fat is have milk because you're not killing the cow. Correct? And also in a cow, they say that the calf is starved. No, it's not true. You can go with the farmer, he'll tell you. You know, the calf cannot drink all. It is excess. It has, so many, there's a ton and they keep. You have done milking of the cows, Nupur Mataji?
No,
Yeah.
I've
But
just seen it.
basically, huh?
I've just seen it, but I
Yeah.
haven't done
It's
it.
just a keep. 1 or 2 tons, they just leave it for the calf. That's more than sufficient for him. He'll get sick if he takes too much, the child.
Hmm.
And they have supplements for him anyway. He also grows well. And the economic society depends on sufficient food grains, sufficient milk, sufficient transport and distribution. Lord Shri Krishna taught us the importance of crop protection meant only for the human climate, for the human beings all over the world. Take care, people underestimate the value of cow's milk. It's also called gorasa, or the juice from the body of the cow.
God.
Gorasa, huh? What do you call gorasa? You heard that word? Gorasa or gorasa? I don't know, you pronounce it O or O. I don't know, either way.
Rasa.
Huh?
I don't know, Prabhuji. First time I'm also hearing it.
Good. Learn something we learn every time. Gorasa. And you can make wonderful things. And Prabhupada says, so sad because you are going to lose. Okay, cows, not only are you giving pain to the cows, you are missing something. The milk. The first attention is the protection of cow protection. So we have first class intelligent being, and to develop the finer tissue of the brain, we have to get vitamin from the milk. So it also helps in development of the brain to understand Krishna. Okay, so there's a symbiotic relationship. You take care of the cows, they'll give you milk, and that milk, if you drink, you can understand God. Nowadays, many people get milk allergy.
Yes.
So Kali Yuga is strange.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the milk is nectar. Well-wisher of the Brahmanas, and therefore the statement, no, Namo Brahmana Devaya, Go Brahmana, who knows the
Krishna.
Hitaya Cha,
Yeah.
Jagadhitaya Krishna,
Namo
Govindaya.
Pramanaye Devaya Go Pramana Hitaya Cha Jagat Hityaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah.
Yeah, that's a prayer to Krishna. Okay?
Yeah.
So they say well-wisher of the Brahmana, Guru Brahmana, Hitaya Cha. The most Hitaya Cha means well-wisher.
Well wisher.
Okay? So therefore, the Brahmana should have clear knowledge. And we should have transcendent knowledge. We need such brahmanas, and you cannot have brahmanas unless they have fine tissues, fine brain tissues, and for such important brain tissue you require sufficient quantity of milk and milk preparations. Ultimately need
Yes.
to protect the cow to derive the highest benefit from the important animal.
So now
The
here in
cow
USA now,
means to secure highest benefit. So you all start drinking milk. Uh,
yes.
At least
Um.
half liter per person we should drink. Generally, a glass, a normal glass, is quarter liter. So 2 glasses of milk you should drink in a day.
Okay.
Okay.
So now here in America, people are now realizing the benefits of ghee. So now, if you see a lot of people from different countries like Americans, Filipinos, all the other like from Asian countries, they all are inculcating the ghee in their cooking now because they've been they've researched it and
Now
they realize it now.
they started with the artificial thing of cholesterol, and it all fall flat. Cholesterol was very
Yes,
predicted
yes,
as.
that was in the. So now they research and they say that was all wrong. Ghee is
Yeah,
especially beneficial.
deprivation. And our yogis, Vrindavan Prabhu always told me, no, he cannot do wrong.
Yes,
I know
yes,
so many doctors I met, heart specialists, they used to tell me, I know you eat all with items made in ghee, so you please take my medicine. I never took. No, take my medicine because you have to clean your pipe system. It gets clogged with ghee. So I asked Vrindavan Prabhu, he said, no, it cannot because ghee is rasayana. It is very good for.
yes. In Ayurveda also they say that you have to take even if you take half a chammach of ghee, it clears your arteries, not clogs it. Of
Yeah,
course, in
they
excess,
don't.
anything is bad, but a little bit everyone has to take because it's development for your brain. It's very good for the development of your brain,
Yeah.
which
In
Prabhupada
fact, it
just
is
said.
said if you older the ghee, more powerful it becomes. And
Yes,
old ghees they use as medicine for mad people.
yes, for in Ayurveda, yes,
You heard about that?
that's true. I think I've heard about this, and they always say that in Ayurveda, you can when you're stressed or anything, you can put ghee on your temples and rub it, or on between your head near the chakra, so it calms your senses.
Correct. It has so many
Yes,
benefits, subtle benefits, but ultimately
yes,
the ghee is needed to invigorate the body. In fact, Prabhupada used to say oil is for outside the body and ghee for inside the body.
yes,
He
that's
used to
true
avoid
too.
oil in cooking. But then if you
Mm.
avoid oil in cooking, it is so expensive. You go to the market and you say, I want ghee and other items and say no oil. Then your
I
bill will
know.
suppose 10,000, 5,000 really ghee only. One
Yeah.
side. One side.
I think we all should have a cow now, so we
Ah.
we
3 to 4
we
cups.
get it like we get everything.
And you have Indian cows, they give less milk, but the milk is very nutritious.
Very
Yes.
great one.
And it's considered high quality milk. Somebody
Here
was,
also I try to get a good quality of milk. Like I don't get with the ones because sometimes they give hormones and everything.
no,
So
no,
I
see,
try
there
to
are two
find.
kinds of milk. That is Himsa milk, Ahimsa milk.
Yes, that is true.
Ahimsa milk is from the dairies which don't kill cows.
Yes.
That
So
dairy is,
I'm trying to find such farms, which milk comes directly from the farms, and they keep the, I don't know how they keep the cows, but it seems they write on their website that they keep the cows very nicely. They're not stressed out or something. So I try to find
yeah.
such milk.
Anyway, it's a Ugar Karma civilization. We cannot make it perfect. As far as possible, we try. Correct? But milk is needed for you. Okay, na?
Yes,
And when you become old, maybe some people find it difficult to digest milk. It's a heavy stuff. It's very heavy. Milk
yes.
is heavy. Just like in South India here, we have coconut water. And when you're sick, you take coconut water, it's good, but also you should know coconut water is heavy. Particularly a stomach indigestion, it's very heavy. It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
minerals. It's very heavy to digest.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, milk is also very heavy.
Yes,
Okay, it's clear.
yes.
Protection of cows is not a religious sentiment. That's why many people are saying it's a religious sentiment nowadays.
Nowadays there is so much arguments in
Yeah,
India
there's all
regarding
in
cow protection. Oh my
but a means to secure highest benefit for the human society. Okay.
God. Yes.
See, Chinese, can you read?
Yes. So who has painted this? I just saw that. So the
They got some Chinese, maybe they got devotees or some people to paint. Because Prabhupada
oh,
wanted, he had just asked, because he was coming for a
okay.
conference in Japan, so he said, can you get some Chinese people to paint it? And the devotees
Oh,
knew he tried sincerely, but this mission could not be successful. So when ISKCON expanded and went to Japan, China, so they did it for Prabhupada. You got it?
okay.
See, so
Okay.
something is written in Chinese. Interesting. Can you read
Yes.
it?
No.
So what is the script? See, funny script.
Hmm.
They make houses, they make kripalu. It's all figurative, no? This Chinese. See,
Mm-hmm.
you're going inside house, they make a house, and this you're going inside. Something like that is their language.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The fully beautiful scenery. We do this the last.
Yes,
You
Prabhuji.
people are ready to continue till 12 o'clock, or next day early sleeping. The fully beautiful scenery after the rainy season is attractive to the eyes of everyone, including Sri Krishna, the cause of all causes. Okay, after the rain, including Krishna. Okay, continue. Yes, Nupur Mataji.
We should always appreciate the creative energy of the Supreme Lord. Beautiful nature, even though material and therefore temporary, is always full of the glories of the Creator. There is a class of philosophers who condemn the material creation as false. They say that Brahman is truth, but the creation is false. This is not good. Prabhuji, can you? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just reading that again and again. Yeah.
Okay. The temporary creation is also a relative truth. It is the fact, the temporary picture of the eternal creation. The forgetful soul has no information of the spiritual creation known as the
Dhamma.
Sanatan Dham. But the temporary creation gives us an idea of his original creation. The devotees of the Lord therefore make the best use of the bad bargain by utilizing the temporary creation in the service of the Lord. Everything emanates as different energies from the Lord, and thus everything should be engaged for His service only. As soon as even temporary things are engaged in His service, they take on permanent values. The process of such engagement in the service of the Lord is what the sages call as uh, chikitsitam, or well treated. If we have some kind of trouble in the stomach from drinking milk, the physician prescribes the same milk in the form of curd, which is nothing but treated milk. Similarly, the temporary creation of the material world is undoubtedly full of miseries, but when accepted in terms of its relation with the Supreme Lord, the whole thing becomes as well treated as the curd. Everything accepted in full God consciousness has its spiritual value, and by the grace of Almighty, its material effects are diminished in terms of increasing degree of spiritual consciousness. That is the process for cultivating the human spirit.
Yes, Preeti Mataji, what did you learn from this? See, in Bhagavatam and every place there is a discussion of the beautiful creation. Just like there was a discussion now, Krishna enters the forest. The waterfall wants to serve Krishna, and there is a honey coming out of the bees in tears of love for Krishna. The honey is flowing out. And the caves are making sound so pleasingly. True? We saw they are receiving, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How the earth is
Yes.
feeling ecstasy as Krishna is walking. So this all is a description of the varieties of nature. So why, what is it in material? No, because the connected to Krishna, it no longer remains material. Okay? So Mayavadis, what happen if you give them a nice plate of prasadam with rasgullas, pakoras, some, what else you like, Preeti Mataji? Some badas, some nice fruit salad, you can, whatever you can imagine, you give them a nice thing, they will not take it. They say this is Maya. But devotee will offer it to Krishna and it becomes a spiritual variety. And just by eating gulab jamun, rasgulla, he'll go back to Krishna. So Mayavadi goes to Maya by eating gulab jamun. Because why we should not forget the connection. If you do not
Yes.
know the connection, then the prasadam will not be so effective. Therefore, we chant the prayers to prasadam before, correct? It will be effective because it is an offer to Krishna, definitely is always effective. But if you take it with a service spirit, it will fully show its spiritual power. Just like a deity. It is always effective if you go in front, but when you go with devotion, it will be more effective, correct? You can offer prayers, you can talk to the deities. So matter is when is used in Krishna's service is not dangerous. It is said that the devotee who is engaged in Krishna's service, he has senses. But his senses are like somebody who has removed poison from the snakes. Then the snakes are no longer dangerous. So devotee is engaging in service to Krishna, finds happiness in his core of his heart. Because of that, he has senses. He's seeing objects of attraction in this world. But the senses become like the snakes without a poison. They're very peaceful. Okay, makes sense? All is full of grossy and matter. Class of philosophy condemn the metal creation as false. This is not good. Why material creation is not false? It cannot be false because why? Because it's
It's been
coming from
created by
Krishna,
the
who's
Lord.
it? No,
Yeah.
there's argument of Madhvacharya because God is truth. His creation is also truth.
Truth.
So it's not false, it is truth. They say it's a dream. How do you counter the argument it's a dream? Then how do you, both of us have the same dream? That's the argument, counter.
That's true.
Okay, we are saying that we are having a video conference. Okay, I may be dreaming I'm having a video conference. There is no Nupur, there is no Preeti. It's all a dream. But how is it we three of us have the same dream? That's a question.
That's true.
Stupid people, idiots. And people buy all that. 99% people buy this argument. But little intelligence you can understand. You do have a dream. But do we have a common dream? Never. You have a correct. Or will all of the three will sleep today? Do we have the same dream? No. A different dream.
No.
That's not only 1 million people are watching some football match. America, what is popular football match? Correct. Somebody will say it's a dream. It's not dream. It's reality. All of the millions of people can have the same dream. Correct. There is a live telecast going on sometimes of some event, and 100 million people are watching that. Correct. Okay. So how is it possible? Because is that all of them are having the same dream? No, they're not having. It's a truth, but it is temporary. That's all. That's all it is. It's temporary, but as such, it is true.
It
And
is true.
proper the temporary creation also has the value because it gives an idea of the original creation. Just like when you see shadow, shadow is temporary. How do you say shadow is temporary?
Because shadow comes and goes according to the sun's position.
Yes. Sometimes sun is there, sometimes sun is not there. The shadow is there, shadow is not there, but the tree is also standing. Again, it's a symbolism. Okay?
Right.
Okay, it's a symbolism, some similarity is there. So just like a tree is always standing and the shadow comes and goes, so Krishna is always standing. Spiritual world is always standing. Material world comes and goes, created, destroyed, created, destroyed. But spiritual world is neither created nor destroyed, it's eternal. It's eternal. Okay. So gives, but still the shadow gives an idea of the tree. You come to know the fruits is something you come to know. If suppose the shadow is on water, at least you can see colors also, and you can figure out there are fruits and there are so many things on the tree. You can see the birds on the tree, so many things you can see.
Mm.
Because everything should be engaged in service. As soon as even temporary things are engaged in service, they take permanent value. Okay. The process of engagement is called the chikishritam, well treated. If you have some kind of trouble in the stomach from drinking milk, what do you do then? Chikiksha. Chikishritam, you
Mm.
understand the word used?
Yeah. Chikitsa is a treatment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chikisha is a treatment. Very good. Chikitsa. Chikitsalaya. Is this a chikitsalaya?
Mm.
Chikitsalaya, no?
Yeah, that's what they call Ayurveda Chikitsalaya.
Yeah.
Hospital type of chikitsale hospital, it means actually.
Okay. So you got it. So chikishritam, well treated. Now how it is well treated? What's an argument given? Anybody understood this argument?
Yeah.
Yes.
Explain the last part. Who is going to explain it? Yes. You understood, Preeti Mataji?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I understood till like
Explain.
milk and the curd thing. I understood
What
that
is it?
when some people have like digestion problem of the milk, they're not able to digest it. In that case, we provide them a curd so that they can have that at least. But in the same way, similarly, the that part only understood, and this part I have to read and then I have to understand it very carefully.
So they just, can I just say
Yeah.
something? So
What do you
they
do?
are,
Just read it once more, very
Hmm.
word by word, understand it, then tell. Okay?
Prabhuji, here they are saying like regarding in the same way only, this earth, like the life is actually full of misery.
Hmm.
It is can be considered to be as a milk.
Hmm.
But when the people come in the Krishna consciousness,
Hmm.
that milk can be converted as a curd for them.
Yeah. See what happens. Generally, the person, when you're living in the world, the life is full of misery and they are sad. Okay, na? But when you see every situation is under control of Krishna, and when you see that in every situation, instead of getting disheartened, I can offer the situation as a lesson, and I can offer whatever matter is around me. Whatever matter
mm,
is around me, I use for my sense gratification. That's my problem. Okay, na?
mm,
But instead of that, and I offer that matter to Krishna. At the same time, whatever situation unfolds, I take it as mercy of Krishna. Then what happens? That situation becomes ecstatic. It is said, Vishram Purna Sukhayate. Every moment is a bliss for him. Even though the same situation is undergoing, is blissful. It's like Prahlad Maharaj. Every moment they attempt to kill him, he's still smiling and is blissful. Correct? Imagine the
mm.
trouble he had. What is the trouble we have compared to Prahlad Maharaj? Our trouble in life is not even 1/1,000,000th of the trouble that Prahlad Maharaj had. True? Will you able to live,
Yes.
Nupur Mataji? If
No.
every day there was attempt to kill you. Hmm?
No.
From the mountain and somehow something somebody picked you up on the way, they threw you in the middle of snake, they gave you a pot of poison, and they tried to cook you on fire, they tried to trample you by elephants, they threw you in ocean. Every day one new attempt is being made. Okay? Want to get
Mm.
into real acute depression, isn't it? Anna?
Yes.
We'll go crazy actually. I tell you, one attempt, we will the whole life they become shaken up, they become mental patient. One attempt.
Mm.
He spoiled my life, and the blah 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 they keep taking. But the point is actually that the kind of reaction we are getting is nothing. It's very very small. It's compared to what reaction is got by Prahlad Maharaj. But still, even in this whole scene, if we can hold ourselves and remember it is Krishna is in control of the whole situation. Sometimes we have
Mm.
become very famous in this world and people say you are boon to the human society and blah, 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 blah. And sometimes people say you are a degraded person, you are spittable. People behave in both ways. In this world, both things go on, isn't it?
Mm.
And we should become detached, not interested. Anyway, I'm in this world for a few days. Sometimes people worship, sometimes people spit. This world is like
Mm.
this. Anna? But devotee
Yes.
sees in a different way. He says, okay, even though there is infamy or sometimes it is fame, it's all Krishna's kindness. When there is feigning, I don't deserve it, but Krishna is giving you so much. है ना? The devotee always feels. When you honor a devotee, what you should feel? I don't deserve all this. And when you dishonor a devotee, what you should feel? No, no, somebody said, I'm fallen, but not so fallen. Should you say like that? You tell somebody
Sorry.
you're an idiot, number one. Yeah, yeah, I'm a fallen devotee, but not so fallen. You cannot say like that. You should say, actually, you're telling less, I'm much worse. There's nothing.
Hmm.
But then the problem is, in the metal world, in the metal atmosphere, you move in public. If you speak like this, they take advantage. Correct?
Hmm. Yes.
Anna? So only we reveal our core of the heart only among the people who are
Devotees.
really well-wishers and affectionate. Correct?
Yes.
Not
Yes.
among jokers. Then you have to be clever. Anna?
That's true. Yes.
You go for a job interview and they say, do you know anything? I know nothing actually. So please get out. Not give you a job. Isn't it? So we have to be
Yes.
devotee in front of devotees, not in front of crazy people.
Hmm.
Is in spiritual valley and the grace of the Almighty metal defect that diminish in terms of increasing degree of spiritual consciousness. So you see, matter does enchant us, matter does attract us, does
Hmm.
disturb us. But as your spiritual consciousness increases, and how does spiritual consciousness increase by? What is the most important part of the process? Shravanam. That's what we're doing now, correct? Just like we are
Yes.
reading now for say half an hour, 1 hour. Daily we read. Take some book and just read. My request is do that. Then you'll feel increasing spiritual consciousness. Chant Hare Krishna mantra and read every day. Then increasing
Hmm.
spiritual consciousness. I'll just read the translation so that becomes. Nupur Mataji, isn't it sweet, this portion what we are reading? Huh?
Yes. I like this.
Very good.
Prabhuji, this is called the Bhagavatam, you said?
This is part of Bhagavatam,
Part of
Krishna
Bhagavatam.
book. Krishna book is part of Bhagavatam. Okay?
Can I find it in the
Chapter
PDF?
20, chapter 20 Krishna book. You want to read the
Oh,
light of Bhagavatam? LOB.
yes, the light one. Okay.
LOB.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try to
Okay.
forward the book to you. I've downloaded the book. I'll forward to you.
Okay.
Or I can forward even in the, he has forwarded many times in this. Uh,
It must be in Veda base also, right?
Hare Krishna. No, it's not
Hello?
there. It's not there. Uh, LOP. Let's see it in the downloads. I'll get you this book. LOP.
Okay.
Okay, I got it here. And then you say, let us locate this conversation hours, Google Hangouts. Okay. And then I want to share something. Yes. Can I put this in this? Doesn't allow. We are in a hangout now, no? Uh-huh.
Yes. Yes.
Just wait. In a hangout, I can share. In Google Hangouts, and you will see something now coming. Yeah. You sent me email, Nupur Mataji. I sent you the book. Okay?
Okay, sure,
I'm
sure.
finding it
No
difficult
problem.
to do the thing and Hangouts. I'm not able to put a PDF file. Okay.
No, no, no problem. It's okay. I will send you my email.
It's very, very nice. No, with the pictures also are so
Yes,
beautiful. Okay, you
yes,
have an
yes.
email ID. You have my email ID, no? Just write to me.
Uh, okay.
You have my email ID. It's Namadas.
Um,
N
I
A M A D
uh-huh.
A S. Nama Das.
At the rate
Gmail.
Gmail. Okay,
And
okay.
my name is Namanish Das. No, so take Nama,
Yes,
Name,
Namadas.
and
Okay,
Das. Just take out the middle part. Nam Das.
okay, okay,
Namadas. You write to me. I'll just forward it to you.
okay.
Or
Sure.
you can even maybe WhatsApp will work out. Probably, I do not know. You can try.
I will
Okay.
send you the email. It's okay.
Thus, the rainy season came to an end, the autumn began, and there was no more clouds in the sky. All the reservoirs of water became crystal clear, and the wind was no longer forceful. The Lord Krishna, along with the elder brother Lord Baladeva, thus lived in Vrindavana in its auspicious season. See, we have done only half. Can you see that mark is here? The middle.
Mm.
Can you see the mark is here? This shows how much of the PDF we have done.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Oh,
You
yes.
see that how much is there? Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But good, we are enjoying reading it. We are in no hurry to read anything, correct? We want
No, it's
relish.
yes.
And we are enjoying. A little at the end, there will be some indexing. And
Mm.
the artist is here. Let us read about this artist.
Oh, she's
Okay,
here.
you wanted to know who did the painting? Here is the artist.
Mm.
Madam Li Yangsheng was born in the city of Chengxing in Hubei, China in 1924. Oh my God, so her
Mm.
interest in painting became early childhood, studied under Mr. Cheng Xiaoming, an accomplished artist before graduating Peking University of Arts in 1950. Okay, so she's 26-year-old when she graduated. Subsequently, she worked as a graphic designer, but her reputation artist spread quickly. She was selected a member of Chinese Painting Research Institute. Okay?
Mm.
Traditional Gongbing painting school style. Okay? Okay.
Mm.
That's it.
Mhm.
They are given their addresses. Malaysia, Singapore. I think the book was printed in that part of the world only.
Mhm.
So we have a long way to go to finish this book, but we are enjoying this book. It's so sweet, Hannah.
Yes.
And we were somewhere in the middle.
Mhm.
And now let us locate. Yeah, this we did. Temporary creation is also related. Yeah. Again. We do next time.
Yes,
Nupur
yes,
Mataji.
yes.
You can read when you get now this book. Preeti, you have this book with you? Hare Krishna, Preeti. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. You are silent, Preeti. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Chalo, Nupur Mataji. We end now.
Okay.
10:40 for me. Tomorrow becomes tough for me.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Hare Krishna.